everybody. I hope that you are well and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 3 English lesson on related words. And before we start, we're going to log on to 8plusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to 8plusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English language arts. We're doing grade 3. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter of related words. All right, so our chapter is related words. Our subject is English language arts. We're doing grade 3. And the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of related words, it is to select the members of the group, and to select the words that don't belong. So that is going to be our lessons for today. We're going to select the members of the group and select the words that don't belong. And that is under our chapter of related words. All right, so when it comes to related words, this is a continuation of our previous lesson. So this is a continuation of the previous lesson on lesson on related words. And we said related words is when a word is more general than one another, or it's more general than another word. Then we describe, and it describes a larger group of things. So we say when a word is more general than another word, so when a word is more general than another word, it describes a larger group of things. And when a word is more specific, it describes a smaller set of things within a larger group. And it says that the word bird, for example, describes any animal with feathers and wings, right? Let's say, for example, if we say that the bird sits in the tree, right? Then that describes basically any animal with feathers and with wings, right? So you know, okay, it is any flying animal, right? This animal has got feathers, this animal has got wings. It can literally be any specific bird that we are talking about. But if we specifically make mention of a specific bird, right? For example, a crow, and then a crow or the word crow describes a certain type of bird. So now a crow, it describes a certain type of bird. But a bird, right, is that general word that is described in a larger group of things. But if we specifically make mention of a crow, for example, then we are being more specific. So it basically describes, like, let's say, a specific bird within a larger group. It's like saying I'm describing a crow, and a crow is also like a bird or is a bird. So once again, the crow is more specific than the word bird because the bird is more general. It's more there's like a it's like a larger group of things. And if we, for example, right, focus more on the specific words, then these specific words that we make mention of can add basically details to your writing. Because now, if you, for example, write something and you're just generally talking about a specific bird, especially if you are being descriptive, right? If you're not going to describe things, like for example, describe how the bird look, what the bird does. If you don't describe anything like that, then we will just assume it is just a bird. But if you also just specify that it is a crow, for example, or it's a this, then it means that you are being more specific, and this is more how you add details to your writing. But if details are, for example, not that important, then by all means you can use general words like birds or even like dogs. Because, like we say, even when it comes to dogs, for example, so dog, right, is it's more of a general word. I don't know why it's not writing. So dog is more of a general word or general form of word. And then you have different specific words that describes a smaller set of things within that group. For example, maybe you have a Maltese or you have a pit bull or you have a Jack Russell. These are more general type of dogs compared to just no, that's my dog. My dog is this small, it's this color. And for us that don't know, how the dogs specifically look, but we know names, then it means that the descriptive details doesn't really mean anything compared to the name of that specific animal. So we say that we can use more specific words to add details to our writing, because now the reader will specifically know what we are talking about, what we are making mention of, and we use more general words when details are not as important. All right. So now we're going to a plus students.ca, and we're going to select the members of a group. And remember, we said that we have general words that describes more a larger group of things. And then we have specific words, right? Which describes more a smaller set of things within this larger group. All right. And here it says we need to select the members of a group. It says we need to pick three words that belong in the group times of day. They're basically describing the times of day. So we need to select three of the words that belongs to the group of times of day. All right. And time of day, for example, here we have words that says morning, we have year, we have noon, and we have evening. Which words over here? We have morning, year, noon, and evening. Which word over here that does not describe, actually, which words describe the times of day? I woke up. When do you wake up? The time of the day. When do you have lunch? The time of the day. When do you have dinner? The time of the day. So we need to select three words that belong in the group of times of the day. Yes, A is correct. That's one. So times of the day. Three words. And yes, you are correct. So A, which is morning, C, which is noon, and D, which is evening. Those are times of the day. I woke up at 8 this morning and I had breakfast. At noon, we had lunch and went for shopping thereafter. In the evening, I did my homework after dinner. Those are times of the day. It describes, for example, it is either morning, it is afternoon, which is noon, and it is evening. So well done. A, C and D is correct because it belongs to the group of times of the day. Because if you just say, like, oh no, today I did something, right? It just means that, okay, today we know that you did whatever. But if you specifically say, in the afternoon, I did this, now we know, oh, okay, so in the afternoon, you're being specific. That is when you went shopping, for example. So well done. We need to select three words that belong in the group of foods that grow on trees. Food that grow on trees. It says, is it A, cake? Is it B, oranges? Is it C, coconut? Or is it D, apple? We need to select three words that belong on the group of foods that grow on trees. We need to select the foods that grow on trees. All right. And if we were to select the three words that belong in the group of foods that grow on trees, then yes, we will say oranges grow on trees, coconut grow on trees, as well as apples, they grow on trees. So can you see? Basically, let's say if we just say things that grow on trees, right? If we just say, oh no, that is I had that very nice fruit that grows on trees. That is just being general. But if you're being specific and saying what you really had, like for example, I had an apple, I had an orange that grows on tree, then you're being specific. Well done. All right, yet again, we're going to pick three words that belong in the group of things you clean with. Things we clean with. Is it A, we clean with a car, we clean with B, water, we clean with C, a sponge, and we clean with D, soap? We need to select three things or three words that belong in the group of things you clean with. So the three words that belong in groups, things you clean with. Things you clean with. And if we were to select the three things, right, or the three words that belong in the group of things we clean with, and then we can say we use water to clean with, we use a sponge to clean with, and we use soap. So basically, soap and water and a sponge to clean, for example, something. And this word, this word car is something that we can clean, for example, but it's not things that we use to clean with. So well done. All right, so now we're going to the test where we're going to select the members of a group. So we're going to select the members of a group. All right, we need to pick two words that belong in the group of things tired people do. Things tired people do. If you are tired, what are the things that you do? Option one, if you're tired, you play. Or letter A, you play. B, you yawn when you're tired. C, you run when you're tired. Or D, you nap when you are tired. What are the two words that belong in the group things tired people do? Is it B and D or number two, A and B? All right. And if we were to select the two words that belong in the group of things tired people do, then yes, we will say B and D. Because if you're tired, you yawn, and if you're tired, you take a nap. Because if I'm tired, I don't have energy to run. So you yawn and you nap. Well done. We need to pick three words that belong in the group of female family members. Female family members. Three words. Is it A, daughter, B, wife, C, uncle, D, aunt? Three words that belong in the group of female family members. A, B, and D, or C, A, B. Which one is correct? So, three words that belong in the group female family members. Female family members. All right, and if we were to select the three words that belong in the group of female family members, then yes, we will say it is option one, A, B, D, meaning it is the daughter, it is the wife, and it is the aunt. Those are females, family members. Well done. We need to pick three words that belong in the group of ways to eat. The different ways in which you can eat. Is it option A, to nibble, B, to munch, C, chew, or D, whistle? So we need to pick three words that belong in the group of ways to eat. These are the different ways that you can eat. Is it option one, A, B, and C, or option two, D, A, B? And if we were to select the correct answer, then yes, we will say option one, A, B, and C, meaning if the ways in which you can either nibble your food, you can either munch because you're extremely hungry, or just chew the food as per normal. So well done. A, B, C is correct. We need to pick two words that belong in the group drinks. That belong in the group drinks. Is it A, coffee? Is it B, dish soap? Is it C, shampoo? Or is it D, tea? We need to select two words that belong in the group of drinks. Option 1, A and B, option 2, C and D, or option 3, A and D. All right, and if we were to select the correct answer, then yes, we will say A and D. It belongs to the groups of drinks, meaning I can drink either coffee or I can have tea as a drink. So either coffee or tea as a drink. So well done. The next one says we need to pick three words that belong in the group temperatures. Temperatures. Is it A, it is cold, B, it is dark, C, it is warm, or D, it is hot? So is it A, C, D, or B, C, A? And if we were to select the temperatures that belong, or the words that belong to the group temperatures, then yes, we can say it is A, C, D, meaning that it is either cold, it is either warm, or it is either hot, depending on the temperature, depending on the weather. Or not even the weather, but the temperature, either room temperature or so on. All right, so now we're going to select the words that don't belong. So we're going to select the words that don't belong. And remember, we said that when it comes to related words, right? Words that are general are words that belongs to more bigger group or larger group of things. So if you just wanna, if you don't wanna be specific about something and you just wanna generalize, then if example, just use a word that basically refers to a larger group of things. But when it comes to a specific things, or let's say specific things, then it means that these specific things refers to a smaller group of things within a larger group. So we are now going to select the action that doesn't belong, things that doesn't belong in this specific group. We basically just grouped quite a few things. Let's say, for example, we grouped things that you drink, for example, like tea and coffee. Those are things that you maybe drink, your juice, water, things that grow on trees. We made mention of apples and oranges and coconuts. Things we do when we are tired, we mentioned it, you take a nap and we yawn. So now we're going to select the words that don't belong. All right, so we need to select the action that doesn't belong. The action that doesn't belong. It says attach, link, join, stir. What doesn't belong within this group of things? The word that doesn't belong. All right, and a word or the action that doesn't belong, yes, it's stir. Well done, stir. Because if you attach something, right? It's like you are joining something, it's like you are linking something. Let's say, for example, like a chain, right? So if we're attaching something, we're linking that thing, we are joining that thing. So it now becomes together. It joins, it attach, it links. But stir is an action that doesn't belong in that specific group. Well done. We need to select the description that doesn't belong. Is it A, it is swiftly, B, it is slowly, C, it is quickly, or D, it is poorly? All right. And if we would select the description that doesn't belong, something that doesn't belong, then yes, we will say D once again, it doesn't belong. Because the words that belong, it is something that you do swiftly or slowly or quickly. It's like saying hurriedly. But poorly does not belong in that specific group of how quick or how slow something is being done. Okay, and then the last one before we go to our test, it says we need to select the description that doesn't belong. A, which is foolish. B, it is scared. C, it is wise. Or D, clever. What doesn't belong? The action that doesn't belong. And if we were to select the action that doesn't belong, then yes, we can say scared, right? We can say scared because it's either you're foolish, you're wise, you're clever, but scared doesn't belong in that group. Well done. Now we're going to our test where we are going to select the words that don't belong. So we need to select the description that doesn't belong. We have ant, teen, child, adult. Is it A, ant, B, teen, C, child, or D, adult? A, B, C. Which one is correct? Doesn't belong. Are you asking what does wise and foolish mean? A, are you asking me what wise and foolish mean? We need to select the description that doesn't belong. Look at it again. That doesn't belong. Foolish. Foolish is a word where it, like, for example, says that you don't have sense, you're not wise, meaning that we can maybe like say you're not clever, for example. That is when we say you're foolish, right? All right. So the word that doesn't belong is ant. Because remember they mention teen, they mention adult, they mention child. That basically just tell you what, let's say it's almost like it's either you're a child, you're a teen, or you're an adult. An ant we would classify as an adult. All right, let's look at the last one that says select the items that doesn't belong. It's string, A, B, rope, C, glue, or D, ribbon. We need to select the item that doesn't belong. And if we were to select the items that doesn't belong, then we can say C. Yes, option C, glue. It doesn't belong because we have string, rope, and ribbon. These are things that we can use either to tie, but glue is something different. So well done. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on related words. We see that related words are words that basically um, shows us that, when we have general words and it is more a larger group of things. But if we are being more specific, then specific words are more like smaller things within the larger group that we are specifically making mention of, right? It gives us more details about something. If you don't want to, if you don't want to put emphasis on how important something is, then it means that you can just generalize something. All right, so this is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much, grade threes, for joining the class, and I really hope that you're going to have a good day further. Goodbye. You're welcome.